This one pisses me off. This is a huge thread, and a bunch of people are commenting on it. So there's this person. I don't know where she's from. She visited the United States and just wants to talk about how the American dream sucks, and you better wake the F up and stop believing in the lie of the American dream. So here's why America sucks. Oops. I want to pull up the whole thread. Food. Fast food is expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't eat fast food too much.
Don't eat out.
No.
I will
Not only
agree.
is it expensive, it's not healthy for you.
I will agree.
It's
You
convenient,
used
though.
to be able to eat fast food for $5 a person, and now it's $10 a person. I agree.
Also,
That's new.
Yeah.
That's in the last 2 years that happened because Biden. Okay, we're in this little thing called a recession. Did they change the definition of that again, so that we're not technically
Probably.
in a recession?
They made it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, you don't have to eat out. Okay. The only affordable restaurant I found is Taco Bell. $7 per person. Fresh veggies is totally unaffordable. Wild. Are you serious? Vegetables are dirt cheap. I've never understood this argument.
I mean,
You know what? She's probably trying to buy organic.
That's
organic vegetables.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're unaffordable.
I've never understood this argument though. When they try and say black communities are disenfranchised because it's impossible to buy vegetables, and you're like, are you kidding me? Vegetables are literally the cheapest thing. The problem is people aren't willing to cook.
I just found out where she is from. She's from Vietnam, bro. Like, come on, don't compare Vietnam. Yeah, she's Vietnamese. Come on, she's a Vietnamese communist in the right part.
Okay, so this is just propaganda then. That's she's a communist. Okay, it gets better. Clothes. A new hat is $30 to $60.
What kind of hat are you buying?
Okay, first off, a hat isn't a necessity.
Yeah, why would you buy a hat?
Why would you need a hat in America? Like, I understand if you're in certain parts of Mexico or and you need a hat for shade, or if you're in other parts of the world where it rains all the time and you need a hat. Okay,
no, come on, you need a sombrero.
You don't need a hat in the United States unless you're in Texas.
So my other guess
and
is,
I guarantee you she wasn't in Texas.
No, she was probably in New York.
I was gonna say, if she's in New York, maybe it's cold and she needs a hat to stay warm.
Oh, she needs a beanie.
But it's a beanie.
Well, if you need a beanie, you can buy these in my store.
Yeah,
for $30.
You propagandist.
It does cost $30. That is too expensive. Okay, but it's because it's custom embroidered. And because it's print on demand, which is more expensive. I'm sorry,
but you can get a discount.
If more people were willing to buy merch, if I had more viewers, I would love to get to the point where I can just bulk order things and ship them to you dirt cheap. But I can't.
$30 is not that much.
A new shirt is around $50.
Wait, what?
If you're shopping at like
Louis Vuitton or something.
Yeah.
No, come on. Louis Vuitton is a little more.
I feel like maybe she listened to the
Bershka or something like that, you know?
The shirt that I'm literally wearing right now is from Walmart, and I paid $3.
Yeah, this one is from Walmart. Well, you're just gonna,
Or, like she says,
my
you
BOGO
can go to Goodwill or the thrift store and find. I do that all the time.
Yeah. I feel like she listened to the thrift shop song by Macklemore and like $50 for a T-shirt.
Yeah.
That's business. But she
this Goku shirt is $5.
Goodwill is the only place that I go to buy white Sunday shirts. Because I have a really weird body type. My arms have well, I'm also fatter now, but my arms and my neck has always been thick and my arms have always been too long. And so unless I get like a shirt like custom tailored, I will always have sleeves that just like come up to my forearm, right? And so if I go to Goodwill, I can try on a whole bunch of different shirts until I find one that fits me.
Yeah. Most of my
anywhere else I can't try them on, and I'm not gonna pay to get tailored. So, I go to Goodwill all the time. Okay, don't buy $50 shirts unless you want to spend $50 on shirts. I couldn't buy any new clothes in the US, not in 100 years. Just not where you're shopping. Okay.
Mhm.
This is just propaganda. Transportation, virtually no public transportation. Or it's all ineffective. There's a lot. Yeah, I agree. Some other countries do public transportation more, and it's because they're communists.
Yeah, I mean, have you used Mexico's public transportation, bro?
Yeah. No, it's nuts.
It will also depend a lot on where you're at, because
but also you can afford to buy a car here because it's the US.
Yeah.
Okay. The problem is you're not willing to buy a used car.
Mm-hmm.
Go to KSL, you can buy a car for like $2,000. It's
Mhm.
gonna suck, okay, but it's cheap and it's gonna get you where you're going. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
better
gonna
than
move.
Mexican public transportation.
Yeah, better than a freaking combi, bro. I tell you that.
Also, depending on, I assume she went to a city. The reason that we rely on cars is because we don't live in cities. Okay, America is big. And we have rural areas, which is why we need cars. Public transportation only works in big cities, and in big cities, there's plenty of public transportation in our big cities, guys.
Mhm.
There is a good amount in a lot of the big cities, but
Yeah, and it's cheap.
Other places do a
Taxis,
better
taxis.
job with that. Like, even so, my wife lived in Germany for a couple of years, and the public transportation in Germany is a lot better than it is out here. But
Right, come on.
Also,
It's Germany.
Germany is tiny. It's easy to do public transportation there. Okay.
Well, to be honest, remember we got an architect or soon to be architect here, guys.
Yeah.
So let's talk about this for reals, okay?
Flash some
Public
creds.
transportation, U.S. invested in freeways. So all that money that other people invested in trains, we invested in freeways.
Mhm.
So
They're better.
that's going to be a lot more expensive to invest in trains now than it would be before. So
Yeah.
Yep.
Gas prices, they're high, and we all know whose
Everybody
fault
hates it.
that is. Okay, this is a recent problem.
Well, sort of.
Now, I agree.
Recently
No street
added,
food.
yeah.
This is the first point I agree with. I loved being able in Mexico to just walk down the street and buy something. But those,
Yeah, you
I-
can find street vendors, but they're a lot harder to find, and
also
Bigger
also
things-
because of all the red
hygiene,
tape.
the hygiene on those food trucks. You kind of just got to close your eyes. Okay.
I mean, bro, you went to Mexico and
It's
ate
disgusting.
street food, and bro, they don't even
I
care.
loved it.
Bro,
Okay.
I was going
But
to the down the street.
But if they're not watching their hands, they're on the street. Like it's pretty gross. Like, it's great. Okay. But I agree. More street food would be nice, but also it's literally just the problem of the, condensed, everything's condensed. It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, food trucks are becoming a bit more of a thing, but it's still not quite the same as cheap street food. You know?
Hotels are unaffordable. Yeah, because if she's been here for 3 months and she's staying in a hotel, that's stupid. Airbnb is
Yep.
not much cheaper. Yeah, it's called renting. You can rent.
Yeah.
Car renting is You
Why would
don't
you
want to
car
do that for 3 months. Whatever. Look, I agree that like housing in general is probably more expensive here, but it's also a higher quality. Okay. I've been to both places. Okay.
Depends on where you are. But
Most of the houses in Mexico don't have doors. Okay. They're just like open air.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay. If
No,
you're
but I
talking
mean,
about,
like,
the-
Yeah, it's cheaper in Mexico, and you can get way better things for the price that you will be. Like, for example, a rent in New York is like $2K for like a 2-bedroom apartment, and I have
and I
New
will
York is insane.
I will 100% agree. Rent is ridiculous in New York, so don't go there. It's
yeah.
stupid. New
Why
York
would
is dumb.
people go to New York? It breaks my mind. Just go to the Midwest or go to a little town and get a rent for like $800, and you're going to be getting the whole American experience, probably way better than in New York.
Yeah, you can rent a full house for $800 in the
Yeah.
Midwest.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say, we've had several people that we know move from, because I'm living in California and it's not cheap either, but yeah, several people we know that have moved out to the Midwest, Arkansas area, because it's a lot cheaper out there.
Like,
Yep.
All of these problems are her fault.
Yeah, they
Most
can all be avoided.
Most of them.
Or
Most
terrible
of them.
perspective and planning.
Like
But
you
yeah.
don't get to complain about problems you've made for yourself. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what I think is,
but I do agree that a lot of, like, in general, yeah, housing is more expensive here than it is in other places. But it's also because it's more innovative. It's more comfortable. Like you can buy food on your app. Okay, you don't even have to leave your house. You can sit on your couch. Food will come to you. It's going to be more expensive because it's more convenient. Okay, it's the same thing with housing. Like, we have indoor plumbing and air conditioning. Go to Mexico. There are very few houses with air conditioning, at least in the places that I've been in.
Expensive. It's really expensive.
You get a big fan. You got a big box fan, and you just carry it around everywhere you go. Okay?
I mean, that's accurate. I'm not going to tell you that, but yeah, I mean, I would say if she wants a cheap place, just come to Mexico. But you're probably going to get kidnapped.
Yeah.
Not El Salvador. Yeah.
This is
oh no,
ironic.
come on, bro. That's a little bit too far.
Salvador is pretty.
That's insane, bro. Mexico is insane. Yeah.
This is what's super ironic. The propaganda in America is all over the place. She's from communist Vietnam. Okay, you don't know what propaganda is, my lady. And the "Don't Tread on Me" flags are terrifying, and I see them anywhere. You mean the flag that means "Please leave me alone"? I don't want to be bothered by you. That's threatening to you,
bro. Keep reading that tweet. TV channels and radio stations rigged with capitalist, xenophobic. She's not even writing it correctly.
Yeah.
Xenophobic propaganda.
What
TV show is she watching? Like, Patriot News?
I agree that our TV shows are filled with propaganda, but it's not the one she's complaining about.
It's not capitalistic, xenophobic one.
Have you watched anything? Everyone says capitalism is evil. That's literally every TV show. What are you talking about?
Maybe she's watching, I don't know, Patriot News or
homelessness. Yeah, I agree. Homelessness is a problem. I think it's a bigger problem in other countries, but yeah, it's a problem here, and it's because states like California literally kicked out. They emptied their mental hospitals and just dumped those people onto the streets. So
yeah, or places like New York where they are just taking in immigrants like this was candy and not giving them,
trash. Monthly fee for picking up trash. Okay, in other countries, do people come pick up your trash, or do you have to go dispose of your trash? There are places. It depends on the country.
In my opinion, well, in my case, they do come and pick up the trash.
In a lot of places, they don't.
Yeah, in a lot of places they don't, and mostly in places like Mexico City is a huge problem. Garbage is like a huge issue.
Yeah.
And
I'm sorry that you were offered a service. You don't have to accept it. Okay. Life is only great if you're rich. If you earn more than $100K a year.
Holy
crap.
You can live comfortably on $30K a year as a single person.
Yeah, for sure.
I think what really is the question is her quality of living that she's expecting here. It's like
she's from Vietnam.
No, you may not necessarily be a millionaire here, but you don't have to be a millionaire to live the dream. Like
again, this is the only point that I agree with. Like, I miss delicious street food from Mexico. Sure, I get it, but everything else she's saying is just so stupid.
Yeah, we gotta put a taco truck.
Yeah.
Yep.
I do miss some street food. Okay, well, that's just the worst take ever. So here's some memes.
Extremely long bad take.